Hey folks, this is Jared Barr with Crossfire Elite. Thanks for joining us today. Apparently I'm a bit loud, Scott's laughing at me. Anyway, I want to, on this episode, I want to talk about one of our holsters called the Rhino. Rhino is probably one of our simplest in design type holsters that we've created. But, this guy serves a lot of purposes. I use this thing every day, believe it or not, and I'm about to tell you why. The Rhino is designed to be a basic semi-automatic holster that is ambidextrous, that's got a belt loop on both sides. But what I use this guy for is underneath the seat of my truck. I carry a concealed weapons permit, and I just keep this guy with one of my semi-automatics tucked underneath there. And it's a very, very sturdy, very thick holster, and it stays out of my way and protects my firearm really well. I've put it in my glove box as well, and it does a great job. I also use it, most of my firearms that are stored in my safe, I store inside of one of our Rhinos, just because it's a real well-built holster, very simple holster though, to keep my firearms in so they're not just floating around in the safe free. Anyway, let me get into talking about some of the specifications of the Rhino. The Rhino is contour shaped with a very heavy rake on the top of the holster, so that it actually accommodates easy fit of your firearm. As you can see, I've got a Beretta Model 96 that's empty, no anything in the chamber and no magazine in it. When we put that thing in, it comes in and sits like that, and I can pull this retention system up and over the top. It protects the trigger guard, keeping the trigger safe, but it gives me full access grab to the handle. This does not get in the way. A lot of people have asked me in the past, does your speed retainer help you or hinder you? It absolutely helps you. We designed it to be extremely thin. As you can see, I can pull it off no problem while I'm gripping the firearm. Put it back on, no problem. This part right here is extremely thin. The big thing about it is it keeps this thing extremely secure. As you can see, I can shake it all day long and this guy's not coming out. This is actually, believe it or not, from listening to our customers, this is safer, according to what they tell me, than a traditional thumb brake with a snap, because there's nothing to unsnap. And a lot of our customers have been out in the woods using their holsters that have a thumb brake, and they bump it a little bit, and it after you use the snap for a while, it kind of breaks in and becomes a little bit less rigid. And we've had some customers complain that it comes unsnapped. Now, I personally haven't experienced that, but we have customers that have, so relying upon them sharing that information with us so we can share it with you, the viewer, on what happens there. But again, it uses our speed retainer. It pulls over the front, sits on the front of the spine, and if you've watched any of our other videos, I talk about the speed retainer because it's on a lot of our products. And the reason it's on a lot of the products is because people have asked us to put them on. They really like it. You can draw the firearm, you can reholster, drop it back on with ease. If you want to stage it right there, you can put it in between the trigger and the dovetail. I tend to drop it right there in the front of the dovetail. That's where I like it personally. If you don't want it there for your grip, I know customers that put it right there as well. Your call. It does use our memory laminate foam, or a memory foam laminate, but it uses the 1/4 inch stuff. Memory laminate foam is comprised of our ballistic fabric on the exterior, memory foam on the interior, and then our fabric on the inside that doesn't wear out. It's iron and bulletproof. That's really, about all I can say. It is enclosed on the bottom so that if you throw it underneath your pickup seat or your vehicle seat or whatever, it's going to be enclosed so nothing's going to get in the barrel as it's underneath the seat. That's a feature that we added to it just because of the type of usage that this holster typically sees. But you can grab it out of your vehicle and you can put it on your belt. It's got a single wide belt loop on each side, so again, it is ambidextrous. This holster comes in sizes ranging from subcompact firearms all the way up to large ones like the Beretta 96. As you can see, it's a pretty good sized gun. We do not recommend, this holster to be used with 1911 series and Springfield XD series, or really any firearm that has a grip safety on the back side, typically because when you holster it, it's going to come up and it's going to sit and rest on the grip safety unless you move it right there. So we don't recommend that. We actually have other models that use a different type of retention system that's designed specifically for firearms that have a grip safety on it, so that it's not depressing the grip safety. Anyway, that's this guy. It's a great holster. You guys ought to go out and check it out. I'm going to turn just a minute over to Scott so he can plug all of our social networks and our website and whatnot. Scott, go ahead.
Facebook will be facebook.com/Crossfire Gear. Our YouTube channel, if you type in youtube.com, go up to the search field up on top and type Crossfire Gear, all one word, or Crossfire-Gear, and scroll down a little bit and look for our yellow logo. It stands out. And then just go ahead and watch our videos from there. Or, by all means, pop on over to www.crossfiregear.com.
Thanks, Scott. Appreciate that. That's his favorite part. Anyway, appreciate all of you folks for tuning in to us today, and I appreciate you being customers. Without you guys, we wouldn't be around, and we sincerely appreciate that. All of you have a great day.